Start streaming. Thank you. Okay, then now we're live. I hope. Yeah, okay, yes, we are live. Okay, extremely dangerous situation ongoing. I was in the middle of recording, but I did have to stop for this. Tornado emergency in effect for northwestern portions of Omaha, Nebraska. Extremely large and deadly tornado on the ground doing destruction in extremely populated areas. And this is a tornado emergency. If you live in the affected area, please get to shelter immediately. Why is my radar not wanting to open? Okay, thank you. Again, that's an extremely deadly tornado on the ground. I'm going to unsmooth this so we can just see it more professionally. That's a debris ball. That's a debris ball in Omaha, Nebraska, western Omaha, Nebraska. All that heavy reflectivity that you're seeing there, that's debris being lofted into the air by this tornado. Extremely large and deadly tornado doing destruction in very populated areas. If you live in the affected area, please get to shelter immediately. Extremely dangerous situation. If you know anyone that lives in this affected area, please get them to shelter immediately. Very, very, very dangerous situation. And this is no joke. That is a strong rotation. Very, very strong rotation. Holy cow. Please forgive me if I don't say anything for the next couple minutes. I need to get the word out about this. And then there's another tornado warning to the south, which is not good either. Again, extremely dangerous situation. Again, tornado emergency. This is violent rotation. Very violent rotation. And very large amounts of debris being lofted into the atmosphere. Again, this is an extremely dangerous situation. A large and deadly and destructive tornado is on the ground right now. Man, holy... I honestly was not expecting to see this today. Hold on, I'm actually speechless. Did 2024 just turn itself around or what? Holy cow. Again, oh my god. Still a massive debris ball associated with this hook echo here. Very well-defined hook echo. Extremely well-defined hook echo. That's still debris. Very large amounts of debris as well. That is violent and very tight rotation. This is a very powerful tornado on the ground, tracking through extremely populated areas. Again, if you do live in the affected area, please get to shelter immediately. This is for western portions of northwestern Omaha here, Omaha, Nebraska. Again, if you do live in the affected area, please get to shelter immediately. Extremely large and deadly tornado moving through extremely populated areas. These are extremely compact, very, okay, I guess it doesn't want to, yeah, these are all suburban houses here that are being impacted right now. If you do live in the affected area, please get to shelter immediately. Again, an extremely deadly tornado is on the ground right now, moving through extremely populated areas. This is a very, very terrible situation for the people of western Omaha right now. Still, a very well-defined debris ball, very violent and very strong rotation in an extremely populated area. Again, this is for Omaha, Nebraska. We don't really need correlation coefficient, so I will turn it off. I will switch us over to our dual panel. What? Why on times where I have to do something... Why on times do I have to, like, cover something intense? Does it freak out on me? Give me 1 second. There we go. Now we can have dual panel. I don't know what it was doing earlier, but again, still violent rotation. Very, very well defined debris ball here, tracking through western portions of Omaha. Again, tornado emergency in effect for northwestern portions of Omaha, including Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Missouri Valley. Again, extremely large and deadly tornado on the ground, moving through extremely populated areas. This is no joke. This is a strong tornado. If you live in the affected area, please get to shelter immediately. Again, extremely dangerous tornado on the ground as of right now. How many tornado warnings do we have? We have 8 tornado warnings. 8 tornado warnings. And 7 severe thunderstorm warnings. 8 if you include the tornado emergency. Again, extremely deadly tornado right now. Moving through western portions of Omaha. Extremely dangerous situation. And the RFD is slowly wrapping around the eastern side of this tornado here. This is about to become extremely rain-wrapped and probably already is extremely rain-wrapped by this point. Again, that is a very well-defined debris ball. This is all like people's houses being lifted into the atmosphere right now. And extremely violent, very tight rotation. Extremely dangerous situation for the people of western Omaha here. If you know anyone that lives in the affected path, please get them to shelter immediately. If you yourself live in the affected region, please get to shelter immediately. Don't try to do anything stupid. Value your life over any sort of footage. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Again, tornado emergency continues for western portions of Omaha and northwestern portions of Omaha, including Bennington, Fort Calhoun, Blair, and Missouri Valley. Majority of those towns are in Omaha, with Missouri Valley being in Iowa. Again, still a very well-defined debris ball here. Tornado emergency is continued for Bennington, Blair, and mostly northeastern portions of Omaha, including Fort Calhoun, Missouri Valley, Iowa. Again, extremely dangerous situation. Very violent rotation, still indicated on radar. Very well-defined debris ball. And you can see the progression of this tornado too as well. This is a very well-defined tornado. And the scary part is that this may not even be the end of the supercell either. We have this cell here that is going to merge in with the hook echo. We may even have 2 of them. These are going to merge into the storm and potentially rapidly increase its tornado potential. Hopefully it is more of a destructive interference than it is a constructive interference. Hopefully this cell merger kind of destroys this hook echo instead of accelerating its tornado genesis even while there's a violent tornado ongoing, because this is a very dangerous situation. We could see a very crazy and very deadly mesoscale accident happen in real time if these two supercells become a more of a constructive interference. We potentially even have maybe a little bit of a satellite, maybe more satellite development around this tornado as well. Still violent rotation on the newest velocities. Again, we potentially have multiple little couplets that are spinning up along the RFD here in front of our tornado that can also do damage and also do destruction, and still violent tornado and very well defined debris ball. Still a lot of debris is being lofted into the atmosphere right now. I really hope that this improves on our next reflectivity scan. Oh, that got so much worse than what I was hoping it would. If you know anyone that lives in the affected area, please urge them to get to shelter immediately. This is not a good thing to watch unfold on live. This is live, by the way. This is 100% real. This is live. Still violent rotation, still debris being indicated, being lofted in the atmosphere here. Extremely deadly situation here. We are going to continue to see upscale grow. Oh my gosh. I just saw a picture from the tornado we're currently watching right now. It is not good. It is nowhere close to good. That's not just being a storm chaser as like, oh, this tornado is bad, I don't want to chase. This is bad as in public impact. This is a terrible situation for the western Omaha region. Bennington may take a direct hit here, may pass off to the northeast, but also may take a direct hit. If you do live in the affected region, that does include Bennington, Kennard, Fort Calhoun, Modale, Blair, Missouri Valley. Please get to shelter immediately. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Very violent tornado. Very strong tornado moving through extremely populated areas. Again, this is not a good situation at all. Please get to shelter immediately if you live in the affected area. If you know anyone that lives in the affected area, please urge them to get to shelter. This is not a good thing to watch unfold. Another tornado warning just got issued for God knows where. We're continuing to rack up that tornado warning count. We're now to 9. Oh, nope. We're now to 11 severe thunderstorm warnings and now to 9 tornado warnings. Still violent rotation. Thankfully, it looks like it's going to pass off to the northeast. Northwest of Bennington here. May not impact, but still. Kennard, Fort Calhoun, Modale in Missouri Valley. are still on the chopping block. This is an extremely dangerous situation. I still need to get the word out on Instagram and Mastodon real quick. Should take probably a minute or less. Of course, Instagram asks for a picture first. Alright, it's on Instagram. Okay, and it's on Mastodon now. Again, extremely deadly tornado still ongoing. Still have an extremely well-defined debris ball there. That was a terrible circle. Extremely well-defined debris ball here, as well as violent rotation still ongoing. We may even be able to see a couple of satellite tornadoes spinning up along the RFD here that can still do damage. Again, this is an extremely deadly tornado currently ongoing. Extremely dangerous. And this is not a good situation at all. I don't even know if I should continue to release my video while this is ongoing. If I should even attempt to try and finish it. I don't know. I do really need to track these, but I also need to get the word out about more in a more widespread way than doing a live stream. So after this tornado emergency, after this looks like it's dying down, or at least gets downgraded to a regular tornado warning, I will go work on our on the video. Then I'll go live again and just got another tornado warning. Extremely deadly situation still ongoing. Again, this does include Fort Calhoun, Missouri Valley, and Modale, Iowa. Modale in Missouri County, Missouri Valley, Iowa, and Fort Calhoun, Nebraska, as well as Blair, Nebraska. You listen to me go speechless there for a moment. I actually have no words. For the first time on my channel so far, I've had no words. I still have no words. I genuinely don't know what to say. This is probably the craziest thing I've seen on radar in my entire career of doing this. like I I genuinely don't know how to describe this. I genuinely don't know how to describe this. This is probably the most well-defined thing I've ever seen for a tornado in my entire career. Not even just my career of tracking weather and actually forecasting it, which started on April 9th, 2023, but in my time of using radar to track these storms. This is the most insane thing I've ever seen. Most well-defined tornado I've ever seen. That's how you know this is no joke. This is deadly. This is deadly. There are probably people being impacted in more ways than you could imagine from this right now. And the tornado warnings just keep on coming. I Do you see that little area where we have 70 dBz around lower reflectivity? That is the most indicator that you can get for a tornado. Other than just a debris ball, a B-word in the middle of a debris ball. Still, extremely violent rotation. Extremely violent rotation. Probably a extremely violent tornado as well. Again, areas impact will be Blair, Calhoun, Missouri Valley, and Modale. If you know anyone that lives in the affected area, please urge them to get to shelter. If you yourself live in the affected area, please get to shelter immediately. I hate to see it. I hate to say it, but anything within this stretch is probably obliterated. For instance, how big is that tornado? For all we know, it could be a mile wide or potentially bigger. I genuinely have no idea. The image I saw was definitely at least a mile wide, potentially. And it continues to go. Each new radar scan continues to show debris being lofted high up into the atmosphere. Very thick debris. A very thick debris ball has been on radar for the last 10 or 20 radar scans. I don't know how many. Still extremely violent tornado ongoing right now. And they just keep on coming. They genuinely keep on coming. They don't stop. Every time you hear that that wailing alarm, that's a tornado warning. Anytime you hear the beep beep beep, that's a severe thunderstorm warning. For the last like 3 things that we've heard, there've been tornado warnings being issued. We haven't heard a tornado or a severe thunderstorm warning being issued in a while. We have, but we have had on the stream not too long ago, but the last couple have been tornado warnings. Dude, I actually don't know what to say. I don't know if I'm allowed to show the image that was given to me. I don't know if it's copyrighted. I don't know if I want to risk. I mean, the most I can really say is that this isn't my image. This is violent tornado. I don't, okay, I'm going to take a risk here for the sake of the people that are in the path. I don't care if this is owned by someone else. I'm going to show this. I'm going to show this image. I wish it would save as a PNG. Oh, never mind. I think it is a PNG. I don't know. I'm still going to open it. Nope. Here, can I just open it in that? Nope, that doesn't work. Why does it not want to save? Here, I'll do this. What is my computer freaking out about? What is it freaking out about? It's freaking out about something, but I don't know what it is. Never mind, it's fixed. Okay, I'm just literally just gonna screenshot it from the place I got it, which was the Hurricane WX group chat. This is definitely someone's image. It is not mine. I will tell you this. This is not my image. I hope that's enough to not have the stream obliterated from YouTube. Here, let me... I want radar coverage. I want display 2. There. This is the tornado that was in western Omaha minutes ago. You don't get this kind of structure from weak tornadoes. You don't get these very vibrant white mesocyclone bands with a extremely dark and very wide funnel from weak tornadoes. You don't get that from weak tornadoes. This is... This is devastating. What area is that? Where's that tornado? This is western... well, this is not... okay, it's not in Omaha anymore. This is to the northwest of Omaha for regions that including Blair and Missouri Valley, as well as Modale. Blair, Nebraska, Missouri Valley, and Modale, Iowa. Still a very well-defined debris ball and very violent rotation. This is still a very violent tornado ongoing. I don't know what more to say. There's no way that I can make it any clearer. Like, there's no way I can make the fact that this is such a deadly situation right now any clearer. I have to look at the other radar frame again. Anything within this stretch was probably obliterated. It doesn't get more defined than that. A tornado does not get any more defined than that. And I'm being completely 100% serious when I say this. I cannot think of anything more that would make that more defined for a tornado. Like, I genuinely don't know. A thick debris ball, 70 dBz debris ball with a B-word and extremely strong rotation that's messy because of debris, that is more than enough to indicate a tornado. And this just keeps going. This is still in extremely populated areas. Again, this includes, it's probably going to pass to the southwest of Blair, or southeast of Blair, but it still could move towards places such as Missouri Valley and Modale, Iowa. Again, still a dangerous situation. Hopefully this will eventually, whenever it moves out into the Iowa region, it will become It will go into less populated areas, and we won't see his crazy impacts. But I hate to say that a portion of northwestern Omaha is probably not standing anymore. Thank God we're finally starting to see less than 70 dBz on our debris ball and less than 65 on our debris ball as well. We still have, thank God, we have less than 60 dBz on our debris ball. Finally. But still, extremely violent rotation. There's still a tornado ongoing. Even though we don't have as well as a defined debris ball anymore, there's still a very well-defined debris ball, even if it isn't as defined anymore. And still a violent tornado ongoing. Okay, I guess it wasn't like fully in frame, but now you can see it a little bit better. Um, I don't. This is. It's just a feeling of helplessness, not for me. I'm not going to be directly impacted by this. It's just the fact that other people are in such a populated area. This is not something that I was expecting to see today. Hopefully this is one of the only times that you ever see me actually become emotional on one of these streams. Please, God, keep these people safe. This is... I don't know what the population is like on the other side of the Mississippi River Valley here. Hopefully it's significant. I don't know if this is I'm pretty sure there's a Mississippi. Nope, this is the Missouri, I think. But our debris ball is finally going down. I don't know what the population is like on the other side of the Missouri River here. Hopefully significantly less, but still areas of impact do include mostly Modale. Mostly Modale, Iowa, upcoming. It's going to probably pass just Blair, probably going to pass Blair, just heartbreakingly close to Blair, just to the southeast here. Again, if you know anyone that lives in this affected area, please urge them to get to shelter. If you yourself live in this affected area, please get to shelter immediately. Do whatever you can for whoever may be leaving this region. If you know anyone that lives in this area, do whatever you can to get them in shelter. Make sure that they know of the situation. Again, this does areas of impact still include Modale, Iowa. It's going to pass Blair to the southeast. Thank God. I don't know how in hell the SBC did not increase this to a 15% tornado risk. When you hear me say that these storms could become tornado printers whenever I get that forecast video out, I meant it. This is... If you or a loved one lives in this affected area, do whatever you can to ensure that either you or them are able to live. This is still a very deadly situation that is ongoing. Again, areas of impact still include Modale, Iowa. May push off to the southeast if our RFD cuts off towards the Missouri Valley region. However, that is just on the outskirts of the tornado emergency. Again, still, extreme areas of impact do include Iowa, Modale, Iowa. It is crossing. It probably just crossed the, yep, it just crossed the Missouri River here. And we still have a well-defined debris ball, unfortunately. And still, extremely rapid, extremely violent rotation. And our tornado warnings just keep on coming, unfortunately. That's just how it's going to be all night, unfortunately. I'll update the warning counts here. We have 8 total tornado warnings and 12 severe thunderstorm warnings. This is the biggest tornado outbreak of my career. I don't even know how some of these are tornado warned. Like this, I can kind of see that being tornado warned, but it's kind of... Tornado warnings stretching all the way down into the Kansas-Missouri border region. Sorry to stray away from the tornado emergency. I just need to get a feel for what we're currently dealing with. And then also going back over to... How does this keep going? I'm still mostly speechless. Again, tornado emergency continues for Modale, Iowa. If you live in the affected area or around those affected areas, please get to shelter immediately. If you know a loved one that lives in the affected area, please urge them to get to shelter immediately. It doesn't look good for Modale, Iowa, even if it is far out. We've seen it do nothing but track directly towards Modale, Iowa for the last 5 radar scans. It's honestly a sense of... I've said this earlier, I'll say it again. It's a sense of helplessness for the fact that it's not necessarily the fact that I'm the one being I'm not being impacted in our okay. This is probably PDS tornado warning still. Yep, PDS tornado warning as I anticipated. But tornado emergency is continuing for Modale, Iowa. It has tracked out of mostly populated areas. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, please don't give us round 2. Please do not give us round 2. We have another tornado warning just for southern Omaha. This will track right through central Omaha. Or just to the west of central Omaha. Please do not organize. What did that cell merger do? Yep, it was constructive interference, unfortunately. Kept it going, if anything. Still an extremely well-defined hook echo there. I'm going to wait for our tornado emergency to expire here soon, and then I'm going to finish that forecast and immediately go live again. And how in the world they didn't issue a 15% tornado risk, I have no idea, especially with recent model trends. Again, PDS tornado warning continues for Mondayman, Iowa, and Magnolia, Iowa. This is mostly rural areas. Finally, I had to finish my forecast video, and I will get right back to this live stream. I will be right back.